It's not straight. Good evening, Mr. Bond. Leo's toilet is obviously destroyed. If anyone's watched The Parent Trap, you know what this reminds me of? You know, the Cuppy teddy bear that one of them, well, Lindsay Lohan has. Like that, innit? Yeah, Leo has literally eaten it. And it's still continuing to eat it. But anyway, we move. Before we begin, I just want to say, if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. It really helps out my channel. And if you could click like the notification bell as well, which means you get notifications when I do post, that would really be awesome. And if you could also like the video, that would be cool. Thanks, guys. But yes, we're having a tea because it is raining outside. It is disgusting. So yes, and I'm in the office because I thought it'd be a bit nicer to have some bright light in the video because it's like this outside. Rain, rain, rain. I don't know if you can see that actually, but should be able to. Yeah, it's all shite. Absolutely shite. So this is why we're warm in here with a cup of cha. Cup of cha. So, welcome to a new vlog. This vlog is about tips or advice of some key things before you go traveling. So, things to think about before you go, whilst you're there. Just key things that I wish someone put on a piece of paper for me and was like, yep, if you do all these things, you'll be fine. So, let's get into it. So, first thing, join Facebook groups. So, I didn't actually join any Facebook groups until I was actually in Australia and people told me to do it after a bit of time of being there. So if you join, let's say you're going to Gold Coast, you type in like Gold Coast backpackers or even just Australia backpackers. I'm in a group called Australia Backpackers Info, and that's really helped me out with like visa questions, situations. It's really good. And if you know whatever area you're in, just type in like backpackers, that place backpackers, or travelers, traveling. Just put the place in and just like tips. So you could put like Sydney tips. I can't remember what it's called. Is it Irish about Sydney or something? That's also a really good one. That's not just for Irish people. It's for anyone really. But that's a really big group. Irish around Sydney. Around Sydney. That's the one. What else? Actually, I might check my phone. Which ones? So this is obviously related to Australia. Doesn't need to be related exactly to Australia. You could join a group about any place. You could be like Greece backpackers or New York backpackers, or so yeah. Facebook groups is a really key thing because you can literally ask any question on there. There'll be loads of people in the group who are in the same situation or will be in the same situation, and it just gives you a better idea. And also with regards to that, you can meet people. So you could be like, I'm coming on this date, or I'm here, I don't really know anyone, or I'd like to know more people. Is anyone free to like meet up or something? And then you can message them before you meet up, or you can go with a group of people as well, so it's not just yourself. I mean, obviously whatever you feel comfortable with is the best thing to obviously. And yeah, but it's really good to have like a support base and know that people are in the same situation as you, because it makes you feel a lot less alone. Because obviously when you're traveling, it can be lonely. Obviously if you're a solo traveler at first, and you will meet other people, but just bear that in mind. So with Australia, this is so there's Australia Backpackers 22. So obviously this doesn't need to be Australia, it could be anywhere. I don't know if you can see. If it will come up. It's been a bit. Anyway, you can see Australia Backpackers Info. Join the group, just have to answer a few questions, but it's really straightforward. And then they've also got Australia Backpackers Info, which is the main one that I, went on for like visa advice, any advice. That's the sync probably, so I'll spell that. So this is this group. Let's see if I can show you. That's that one. We're getting better at the tan now, guys, just letting you know. And then yeah, Irish around Sydney as well. I can actually I can put like a list of things in the description box as well. Second tip of the day. A second one, which is also super important. Evaluate your finances. So, in this regard, obviously everyone's going to be different. Everyone's going to be different with how much they spend at like home, like normally, how much they want to spend. If you're wanting to go on like a big trip that's going to last you months and months and months, maybe you're going to get a job when you get there. Maybe you're going to just go for a little bit and then come back, so you want to go on like all the luxurious hotels and do all that stuff. So basically just have a sit down and work out what you spend at the moment, if you're paying out rent, how much money you spend on food, gym, everything, include everything, all your expenses, and then basically work out in the area you want to go to. Maybe just research, have a look at how much things cost. You can look at some menus and some cafes. That's really helpful to see like where the price margin is at, what the currency is like. Yeah, so when I went, I actually didn't go with too much to Australia, and my plan was only supposed to go for a few months, but ended up being 3 years. Anyway, so I think I went out with like £1,500/£2,000, around that sort of area, and it went pretty quick. So that's why I sort of fell into that sales job where, you know, I was doing commission only. It was tough, but it paid the rent, etc, etc, and that took me on to other things. So that's an option. Sales. I think they are doing paying by hour now though, so it's not, I don't think it's just commission. So yeah, that's quite easy to fall into if you're the right person for the job. Yes, just make sure you have a sit down before you think of going anywhere. Obviously some people are more experienced with the traveling side of things, some people aren't. So, you know, always ask advice before you go, always do your research and evaluate your finances so you know how much money you need to go with, if you're more of a spender, if you're more of a saver, etc. You get my drift. You get the my drift. Alright, next one, travel insurance. Big number 3. So, I'm gonna let you guys in on a secret. I actually didn't get travel insurance for the whole time I was in Australia. Touch wood. Nothing happened, nothing went wrong too bad that I had to be in a place where I needed travel insurance, which was lucky. But I've heard some horror stories where people have had to pay out for ambulances, where they've like broke their leg, where they've got into a really bad situation with their health and they haven't had travel insurance, and then it ends up being a massive bill and it's just caused loads of stress, etc. So travel insurance I would definitely recommend before you travel anywhere, really. That's a big one, isn't it? But obviously, you know, I didn't think about it when I went. I was just like, meh, whatever, just gonna go traveling for a few months. And then I was always like, I should probably get travel insurance because everyone would be talking about like, what are you with, what are you paying, and I was always like, oh yeah, I can't really remember the one I was with, but I never got travel insurance, which is fine. Which is fine. If you want to risk the biscuit, risk it for a chocolate biscuit, but you just got to be careful because you never know. Better being safe than sorry. Don't do a page where you don't do it for the whole time you're there and then something could have happened and I could have been in a really bad situation. So just take my advice, don't do a page. Oh yeah, with a travel insurance thingy, just think about, because there's different packages as well, so if you are really clumsy like me and you tend to slip or fall into things that aren't there, trip on yourself, possibly. Yeah, drop things on yourself. Exhibit A. This is what I do all the time. Yeah, just make sure you look into it. Something to look into, something to think about. Number 4. Get the correct visa, you silly Billy. Yes, correct visa. So before you go, when you're there, obviously before you go if you can, be sensible. Make sure you have a look at the different visas, how much they cost, what it actually means on the visa. So if it means like a 3-month visitor visa, obviously for any country, I'm just obviously being specific to Australia because that's where I did go and have the experience for that amount of time. If it's a working holiday visa, which was the one I was on, so it was a year, you could work and stay. But then if you wanted to do another year, you had to do 3 months of farm work. So that was in the conditions of when I paid for the visa and I went there, etc. And then obviously with the 3 years, yeah, I have to do more farm work. For the 3rd year, But if you're on a visitor visa, it'll be different. If you're on a student visa, it'll be different. And I think all different countries have different visas as well, I'm pretty sure. Yes, just make sure you check the visa requirements and what's included and how long it is actually for, because some people don't read them and then end up in trouble, etc. So yeah, I'm gonna try and stop saying etc. Number 5, appropriate travel adapters. So you don't want to be in a situation where you get somewhere and you realise you have no charge or anything, everything dies, and then you're in a bit of a pickle. Normally places nowadays are quite nice and will accommodate and will give you a charger or let you borrow one. Just be careful, because you never know where you are if you're travelling, if it's new. So yeah, it is something small to think about, but just think about it, you know, travel adapters, you're gonna need to charge things, so be smart. But yes, also with the travel adapters, airports can be super expensive, so obviously, you know, they're relying on people not to think about adapters before they head off to the airport. So don't be, what is it, something Nancy? I don't know, there was something to do with the name Nancy, like naughty Nancy, that's not it. Don't be a ninny. Don't be a ninny. It's from Wild Child. You ninny? If you've watched that film, you guys know. Number 6. Or number 6. Or you could do number 6 that way. Number 6 is packing cubes. So packing cubes is like the little cubes you use to pack. But yeah, you can buy them on Amazon for really cheap. I actually didn't get them until I left, or was leaving Australia, or was like just going to the last bit I was going to and then left. So I actually wish I had them before and had them whilst I was at the start of the trip, because it would have been easier to organise. I'll be able to find things, I'll end up losing things like I did. Yes, packing cubes, you can get them on Amazon for super cheap, or eBay. You can get different colours and designs and all that. So but yes, I would recommend packing cubes because they're super useful. You could organise everything and just feel like you're a boss with the whole travel stuff. Yeah, because I'm organised, but to a point. So if you feel like you need some more organisation and actually things labelled like what they are, then I would advise packing cubes. Last thing, just be sensible. Just think about things before you do them. Remember who you're with as well. Make sure you can trust them. And yeah, just be safe. Have fun but be safe, basically. This is Paige's word of advice. Always make sure you can trust the people you're with. Have a good time. Yeah, just go crazy if you need to, but just make sure you're always being safe. Also, this mug my grandma got me. It's from Chatsworth. I went there for my dad's birthday the other day. It's always so cute. Last thing before I go, actually, before I leave you, love you and leave you. So, Megan Grubb, one of my favourite YouTubers, she's fab, she's funny, fantastic. Just look her up if you don't know who she is, or etc. You stop saying etc. She basically went on like a work trip to Ibiza for the new company she's just made called Move with Bluey, which looks amazing. I think all the stuff's coming out today. Basically, she reposted this hoodie that she got for the trip for like all her workmates, and it says, "Dear person behind me, today is your day." Dear person, yeah, I think something like that. I'll show you, but yeah, I'm gonna show you anyway. She ordered them, and then the person reposted that she, you know what I mean. Anyway, so I'll see if I can get any good, Dear person behind me, today is your day, basically. Anyway, so mine's in forest green. I wanted green because I love the colour green. And yeah, you can get them personalised, and the account is SassQueenOfficial on Instagram, and she has an Etsy account as well. So I can link them down below for you so you can have a little gander. It's a really cute hoodie. This is a medium, so it's a bit more oversized and baggy, which is what I love. So if you're looking for a new hoodie, I would recommend this one because it's great. And yeah, the girl's really lovely as well, who I ordered it from. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. So yes, thanks guys for watching. I will see you in the next vlog. yes, we'll be sharing some more tips, and it will be part 4 of the Australia chats. I also cannot believe my mum's wedding in Santorini is in like 3 months. 3 months-ish. Crazy stuff. But yeah, it's just really mad. But yeah, I will be vlogging that as well. End of August, start of September. And I'm so excited. Yeah, just want to say thank you guys for watching another one of my videos. I hope you have a fabulous day, whatever you're doing, and I will catch you in the next one.